So now that we've talked about mass psychosis, it's time to talk about Hassan again. Because there's a huge drama around Twitch, and it's been going big and bigger every day, and I feel like unless something happens in the right direction soon, Twitch might suffer and we might suffer, and I really don't want to see this happen. But you know how Hassan posts openly pro-terrorist content, and he doesn't discriminate. Like, he likes all the terrorist organizations. Hezbollah, the Houthis, Hamas, all of them. He doesn't discriminate. So apparently Ethan Klein posted a clip from Hassan, and Ethan got a ban for 30 days for posting a clip from Hassan that Hassan didn't get banned from. Hassan was advocating for violence for a sitting American senator, and he got banned for like 24 hours, and then they unbanned him. And after they unbanned him, they banned Ethan. And now there's like literally a war between the bigger streamers forming. And I feel like a lot of the bigger streamers that have been silent about this topic for the longest time are now starting to talk about as well. It's not just Asmon. Welcome in, Raiders.
Jews, Americans, and people that Hassan
We're gonna watch a
Nook's
video because I love his passion for it.
Hassan is broken the meter.
Hello, welcome.
We are breaking all the
Happy
way up
Friday,
to
everybody.
250% cooked.
How was your week?
Bro is so over well done.
Storm the
insane.
Capitol.
So, in case you haven't been up to date with all...
So I don't know if Twitch can continue existing while all of the same dynamics persist. I don't think this is a thing because they're losing so much money.
The Hassan stuff. In this video, we are going to talk about how someone
the way
showed
he put
Hassan's
him in a Hamas line.
Hassan's own clips.
Commando
Hassan's
Soldier,
own
hello,
clips
welcome.
on
Did you come with
and
Nikki?
got banned for
Welcome,
terrorism.
welcome. Happy
With
Friday.
The clips that Hassan
Nooks is
himself
funny.
said,
I love
and
Nooks.
the guy that played
His
it
welcoming
got banned for
sentences are
terrorism.
always really
Elon
funny.
Musk got involved and is calling for Twitch to
They
fix their
unbanned
shit
him.
and actually start banning people.
Who's losing money? Twitch. Twitch has been losing a lot of money.
About the justification of Hamas keeping hostages,
wait,
including
what?
an American
What he just said?
Hassan decides to argue with Trump about the justification of Hamas keeping hostages, including an American hostage. Today,
that's a new law. Did he justify them keeping the hostages? By the way, there's still 24 living, breathing, innocent human beings kept as hostage, and Hamas has killed the rest of the 25. We don't know if they've killed them or if they've died because of rockets, but we can bet that there's at least some percentage, big percentage they've killed. They're literally holding 25 dead bodies and 24 living people. And Hassan was arguing that they should continue holding the people hostage?
Today,
I didn't see that.
Get ready.
That's crazy.
Lock in, because this dude, I'm just saying, I'm so happy he's back. What can I say?
genuinely
It's so
telling
nice
some
Hassan
guy
is
he
back,
had
literally to
better
give me more
aim
content. What a
than the
hero. So let me catch you up to date on all the insane shit that's been going on literally over the last 24 hours.
You get banned from their channel.
Which
told me that's glorifying violence.
So,
Jesus
it all
Christ.
started when Hassan was
Twitch told Ethan Klein that he's glorifying violence when he posted Hassan's clips, but the same clips didn't get Hassan banned. How is that possible?
banned on March 3rd.
Make it make sense.
Keeping track at home, that was 2 days ago. So 2 days ago.
Darcia, I have thought about it because I always question my willpower and my senses. First of all, is Hassan good looking? Purely genetically speaking, he's okay. He's an okay specimen. What if he flirts with you with full passion? I probably puke my guts. That's my visceral reaction because I'm like that disgusted by the personality of the person. You know how you can have like, he's not that handsome, by the way. To me, like, he's an average guy, but he's good looking. Average guy in my head. But yeah, the answer would be I would puke my guts. So even the prettiest woman, when she speaks bullshit or says something really, really stupid or mean or toxic, you know how she literally goes from 10 to 2? It's the same with
Hassan
us.
banned. It was a glorious day. Everyone was
2
collectively
weeks.
happy, except for terrorists. Terrorists were
Hold
very
on.
sad.
Were you banned from
And
the
in case you're
channel of
not
the
keeping
person
track
or like
with
from the whole of Twitch?
critically acclaimed How Fucked Is Hassan Piker
That's insane,
franchise
Lane
on
Lucio.
this channel. This guy supports terrorists.
By the way, I got banned by EA last year after the terrorist attack. You know how I create Sims in the Sims 4 and I challenge boundaries, and I had created Israeli Sims and put them on the gallery, and then I created Palestinian couple that were into Hamas, and I got banned for creating a Sims family in the Sims that kind of like reflect the reality in the real world. But then again, you have serial killers over there and they're fine, and other people were posting Palestinians and they're fine, but your girl who posts Israelis and Palestinians got banned for posting a Hamas supporting couple for 15 days from all of the games of EA, not just The Sims. Everything. It was weird.
He advocates
Dr.
for the
Chabu,
death of
hello.
senators. He's a pretty fucking bad guy.
Happy Friday.
I'll be real. So this guy
He's pretty
got
as
banned
long as
for
he
calling
shuts
for the
up.
death of a senator. All right.
I gotta say though, I don't know if you guys have seen him before. He became popular. I don't know if you're aware of these two facts. He has glasses, right? Those are purely accessories for fashion. They're not like glasses for seeing better. And the more funny part is, me as a girl, I can recognize this. He has fake freckles. Like the freckles, those are not I don't think these are I think these are like makeup freckles, because in his old videos he did not have them. And to me, like this is ridiculous. This man cares so much about appearances and what other people think, and takes his validation from the outside world so much that he literally draws freckles. I'm convinced.
I already covered that video, so you can check that out if you want. But then,
A whole of Twitch, that's so sad,
one day and
Lucio.
3 minutes later, Hassan
Didn't happen
gets
like
unbanned.
after the attempt?
For calling the death of a senator. Let me
Close
just remind
after
you,
the
all
attempt
right?
or way
Called for
after?
the death of a sitting United States senator to his audience, saying, if you cared about Medicaid fraud, you would kill Rick Scott. All right.
That's
Called
what
for
he
the death
said.
of a senator. Twitch recognizes,
Hipster
yeah, that's
fashion,
pretty bad.
yeah.
They ban him.
It
They
looks
unban
good on
one
him,
day
like,
later
he
to
improved, but-
continue terrorists sympathizing.
I don't find
love
him
the comment
attractive.
section. It's like, and I was banned for
I
7
can't.
days for humping an
I
NP.
can't, and it's like deeper than that, because as a Bulgarian and he's like a Turk, I call him the modern day Ottoman Turk, because he behaves like it and talks like it. Our people, the Bulgarians, were like slaves for 500 years under the Ottoman Empire, and yeah, I cannot find him attractive. Like the survival instinct in me is like,
See in a video game 2 months ago. And this guy literally calls for the death of senators, gets unbanned the next day. Now,
would put
the
fake
memes
freckles?
were pretty wonderful. I personally love memes. So, for me personally, the guy
There-
that is building an empire on fucking Hassan
There
Piker,
used to be a
I am
trend
his
for
Voldemort. He will never
black
mention
girls
me, by the way.
having
He will
like
never mention me by name on his
orange,
stream.
pink
He will
freckles on
refer
their
to me
skin.
as, VTuber slop guy,
His humor
or
was expired. Oh,
neo-Nazi
no!
Jewish guy.
How did
which
you
is pretty
find
cool.
out?
Always cool being called a Jewish Nazi. Hell
All
yeah.
date and
But
fraud.
he will never refer to me by name. I am Blue Voldemort.
That's so bad. Do
Because
you
I
have
actually
any
tear him to
other
shreds,
one?
and I don't actually give a fuck about how many bridges I'll burn doing that. This dude literally supports terrorists and is a terrorist grooming breeding ground in his fucking community. So anyway, the absolute stage of Twitch.com. VTuber with a miniskirt, lifetime ban, no warning, no appeal.
Yeah, that's insane. Like, I don't even understand why they do this for VTubers. It does not make any sense to me. If they want to sexualize themselves, right next to the pool ladies in real life, who are showing real hips and real boobage, and some of them were literally I don't know if they still do this, but I would used to scroll on the just chatting category, and suddenly I see a lady that you can see like from this side up, and she's completely naked. In the bathroom, she's naked and wet and just chatting with people. And I'm like, how is she so sure that she doesn't suddenly move too much backwards and shows a nipple or something and gets banned or something? But then you show hips in a drone, a VTuber anime thingy, and you're banned. That's insane. It does not make sense.
State Senate 24-hour account suspension. Listen, what can I say? This is truly summing shit up in possibly the greatest way I've ever seen. This is pretty good
not
shit.
the
Now,
expired
a lot of
kiss
you
a
might
woman,
think,
Ako.
Nux, you're just a blue guy screaming into the void. Well, you're just a blue guy yelling at the world, and hopefully people will actually take your videos, spread this knowledge to new people, because
they're still there.
Normalizing
There was literally, I'm sorry that I'm stopping the video. I'm just like, things like that annoy me. Double standards like that annoy me. There was literally a girl sitting without panties or pants or a skirt, like literally naked on the bottom part. And she was sitting at such an angle that you could see that she's naked, but you couldn't see the private parts. And just sitting there and like streaming.
Normalizing Hassan, I
Dr.
think is
Trouble,
genuinely
thank you so much for the
dangerous. If you are
lurking.
bringing your audience into watching this radical fuck talk about assassinating people
Yeah,
and
on
taking
streaming them
vigilante
taking the
justice
ship
into your own hands against anyone
where
you
they
call a
literally
Nazi,
took
I
two
think you are
Bulgarian
part of the
men,
problem, to be honest.
young Bulgarian men in
also,
the age of
if you've already watched my
35,
200% fuck video, which is my magnum
and they
opus in the
literally
franchise until
freed
today,
them like
you
what
will
now?
see that that is
A
actively
year
what
after?
he does on all of his streams. So now, one of the biggest fans
Or
of
some
my,
many months after?
franchise over here, right? As you can see, I have an
Diamond
entire
Kid,
series,
hello, good
the
day.
How Fucked is Hassan per franchise.
Happy Friday.
Covering exactly how fucked
What
he
did
is
I
at
come
any given
into?
moment in time,
Nux.
sifting through his dog shit propaganda ass streams to do that. So as you can see,
How
the
you
ban
doing,
and
Diamond
unban
Kid?
didn't end up on the fucktometer, which is why we're bumping it all the way to
Fucktometer.
250% today. It's very important to
Did
keep the
come
numbers
across on
important.
stream,
So
who freely
let's look
admitted
at what
that
my
his
critically
shorts were
acclaimed
too
viewers have
sweaty
to
and
say.
he was letting
And yeah, I have no idea. And yeah, Hassan is under 60% cooked. That Nux Taku video shit.
a lot of streamers, guys, where you can see like only the upper side of their face, they would just literally tell you that they're not wearing anything under. I've seen that happen, but I don't know how many of them are actually honest. Maybe they were just like saying it as a joke, or I've not checked, thank God. Yeah, didn't expect to hear sitting down without panties coming. It wasn't me. It was the other female streamers who literally do this. Why are you saying fuck you? What's going on, Diamond Kid? Oh, are you cursing Nightbot or me? Because you literally said fuck you without Nightbot. I would never do that. That's too risky. Me neither. I mean, I was watching that girl for like at least 5 minutes just to like gauge her confidence, man. You gotta be like steal confidence just to know where your nipple is. And now move that many centimeters backward. Like, it was so weird because like she was jumping up and down. People were giving her subscriptions to move. It was like so sexualized and so weird. And for me, I don't watch stuff like that, so it's new to me. It was like being in a circus, honestly. Just yeah, I don't know how they don't accidentally
Like, I've
show
seen
stuff.
some of those. It's like, bro, like, what a fucking series.
I agree.
It's funny how I made
It's
it
a
about
crazy
you whenever she
series.
said
Yeah, I completely agree. Yes, it is
I
a
think
critically
we're at
acclaimed series. You see, this is only when
250%
Hassan
now?
was 160% fucked. That was pretty bad. That's only when he was like laughing at terrorists that were dancing around the coffins of children. Now, after the 200%
That
fuck
was
video,
like a whole
we
new
have
level
other
of
people in our audience
evil.
that also had important things to say.
Do you say that Wukong right now has more players than Avowed? Really? You watch
Of course he
Nuxenor's
does.
Hassan Piker is 200% fucked now? There's no way he released a video. Like, I saw when he was at 160%.
Right.
I was like, I
He
opened
didn't
up
level
YouTube
up,
on my
Asmon is
PS4
way
while I was eating
behind.
Chipotle, and I was like laying in bed, and I saw this video. I'm like, this looks stupid.
Duct
Okay, I'm gonna
tapes.
watch this.
Oh,
and I
yeah,
watched
that
it
makes
for like maybe
perfect
5 or
sense.
10 minutes.
See, that's
and,
big
apparently
brain.
now he's already up to 200%. Is that it?
My
Have you
head is
spoken to
like
Emmett?
she's
so this is
naked, you
important
know?
to note because now that he's 250% fucked, someone needs to get the bald man fully aware. I'm joking.
Which
I'm joking.
means
Don't
they
bother
slipped
adding
and you
bald
know
man.
it.
That was a
Which
joke.
means
But
you
the
were
point
there.
is,
You were watching for the
literally, people not ready because I think a lot of this, like the banning shit, a lot of people know about this. People don't know that he defends the fucking taking
How did
of
they
hostages.
not know?
He defends the terrorists again. He
Oh,
keeps
yeah.
doing it. He keeps fucking doing it. But let's dive into it. So let's check into my haters real quick. Someone
Please
check
don't
on Nux Taku when
report
Hasan
me.
got
This is
unbanned.
not
I
my
really appreciate
content.
that my
I'm
haters-
watching YouTube,
solid
okay?
20,000 likes. Love
Don't
that
ban
shit.
me.
Solid
I've already
20,000
taken a
likes.
whole week off
Someone
of Twitch.
check on Nux Taku. If no
They
one
later
cares about
use
me,
duct
I will
tape.
always know at least my haters are
Like the
paying full
pin-up
attention
nipple
to how
things.
fucked Hassan Piker is at any given
I'm watching
moment.
Daya
This is a
reacting to
truly
Nux,
wonderful
reacting to
thing.
Asmon,
I want
who are
to be
reacting to
known this is a
Hassan.
glorious,
That's the
gloriously retarded thing.
prime
So,
content here.
recently, Ethan Klein made a content nuke talking about Hassan Piker. He looped it on Twitch, and here's the craziest part.
That is the craziest part.
He got
Listen up.
banned for showing clips that Hassan said that Hassan himself wasn't
It's not
banned
even
for.
his own
So,
content.
This was what happened literally 3-4 hours ago.
H3 gets a 30-day
insane.
ban for rerunning the Hassan Abi content nuke for glorifying extreme
I
violence.
think Nikki
What?
linked that in the
It
Discord.
sounds so insane, right? There's no way this is real. There is no way it's real that the guy actually got
Like, the original
banned for showing
content-
clips that Hassan himself said. And
The original content that Hassan made for these clips that Ethan got banned, Hassan did not get banned for. They're literally banning Ethan for something that he didn't do, and they didn't punish the person who actually did it at all. And then they punished the person who did something else for 1 day, and Ethan got punished for 30 days for something that he didn't do.
didn't get banned for. I'm gonna have a follow-through line with this, but before we actually watch Asmongold's reaction, we
This is
we
wild.
got to see Ethan's reaction to his own video getting banned.
Oh my god!
Yeah, he figured out
This
live.
is Ethan reacting to Twitch's explanation for banning him after he simply restreamed the content nuke for a few
Makes
hours
no
on their
sense.
platform. It's important to remember that the content being called out in the content nuke was originally streamed on their platform without any punishment.
Do you recognize how insane that is? Hassan goes on Twitch, glazes terrorists for months on end without...
And it gets deeper, guys, because somebody posted about this hypocrisy on Twitter, sorry, X, and then Elon Musk reacted on it. So now this is getting super big.
any punishment.
Something's
Ethan
gonna happen with
restreamed
Twitch soon.
Hassan's clips that Hassan was
Ethan had it
not
coming
punished
he's
for,
a top
and he gets
lister
banned
on
on
Twitch.
Twitch.
Naughty
Now,
boy
there's-
list.
There's a big difference between
Yeah,
Ethan
first
doing
they
this and Hassan
banned
doing this,
Dan,
and I'm
now
gonna prove this
Ethan.
later. You see, the difference is Hassan hates Jews and Israel
is very
and
angry.
Israel. And
He hates
Ethan
Americans
is
and
Jewish.
everybody
now,
in the
this
West.
is the fundamental difference because it's the same quotes, it's the same clips.
I
but
hope he
somehow
gets
the clips on
unbanned.
Ethan's channel is bad, but the clips on Hassan's channel is okay. Mostly, in my opinion, it's because Hassan hates Jews and Ethan is Jewish. Now, in my opinion, this is the only delineating factor.
That's it.
Don't sue me, Twitch. This is just my opinion. Not making any allegations here, but I think this seems to be the biggest difference between the two.
It got
Yes, people subscribe to me because they say unhinged shit all the time. Definitely subscribe for more base takes that people aren't scared to say.
banned for encouraging or glorifying extreme violence.
Now, the irony is, Ethan's video, even though it's using the clips of Hassan, is not glorifying violence. The entire video is criticizing
Exactly.
Hassan. Literally criticizing.
And Ethan is not even like right wing. He's like left wing, and he's against everything that Israel has been doing in Gaza. So it doesn't even like make sense.
Hassan's use of violence. So Hassan, who actively does glorify violence on his Twitch stream every day, as I'm going to show you towards the end of this video, where he basically glazes the terrorists that took hostages and is angry that Trump wants to get hostages back. Guys, do you understand how
Something
retarded
big's
it
gonna
is
happen
that
there, by the
Hassan
way. It
today,
feels like
the day after he got unbanned,
the quiet
literally
before the
criticizes
storm.
Trump for wanting to get hostages freed from terrorists. But anyway, the point is, Ethan's video was criticizing that, and his is the one that got banned for encouraging violence. People on X are saying that Nux is in his base arc right now. I've always been based. I've just been based too early.
Whoa.
That's
Wow.
that's Hassan's
Born out of
content. It's
content,
on
gotta
the
make
platform
money
that
somehow.
he didn't get in trouble for.
They're
Dude, you have to
infighting.
be like extra
No, I don't think
special
so.
levels of retarded. Extra special levels of retarded to ban Ethan for restreaming.
I think this is legit, and I think that if the big streamers don't call it out, then who's gonna do it? small streamers do it, and it's not really reaching the masses, not doing anything. And I don't think that what Twitch has been doing in terms of moderation is okay. But hey, it's understandable because apparently their moderating team is in Egypt, so the whole philosophical filters are completely different there.
Streaming and criticizing terrorist propaganda.
Of course they'll
that
agree with Hassan.
streamed on the platform.
Holy
Like, dude, the crazy thing is, I'm not like some big Ethan fan here, but like shades of gray, you know? Like, holy shit. It's like, all right, I'll
I'm
give
gonna
you like
go
an
bring
analogy,
myself some
all right?
water,
Like,
by the
Ethan
way. I'll be
Klein
back
is
in a
like
minute.
Jake Paul, and Hassan is like Hitler. Okay, so while I don't like Jake Paul, okay, all right, that was an extreme, but that's the kind of shit that Hassan likes to do. He calls everyone that doesn't like him a Nazi. I'm a Nazi and I'm Jewish. Ethan is a Jewish Nazi. Asmon Gold is a non-Jewish Nazi, which is a rarity.
Whoa! You guys don't believe me? Look at this.
Too. I believe you. We can pull it up.
Is it safe to show?
I have the button.
Reason for ban: encouraging or glorifying extreme violence. You can't make this shit up. Oh my god. Now, my favorite part about this hypocrisy is that this finally breaks the straw, breaks the camel's back, and Elon Musk gets involved in a minute.
Encouraging or glorifying extreme violence.
That's
I guess
crazy.
that's it.
Wow.
His entire video is literally shitting on... His entire video that he streamed on Twitch is shitting on Hassan glorifying violence. And he gets banned for glorifying violence with clips that Hassan himself says.
How long is the ban?
Well, it should be only a day ban, right? In theory.
Why in theory? Why? Did you forget something important here? Elon got involved? Yeah, stay tuned. I'm telling you, he's 250% fucked. That's why we're watching this video.
Well,
It should be no ban because it's his content.
Guys, I got a 30-day ban.
30 days?
30-day ban! Now, Hassan got a 0-day ban for the clips that Ethan showed in his video. Ethan got a
You think that they're
1-day
friends?
ban for calling his audience to kill a fucking senator. Ethan got a 30-day ban.
I don't think that Ethan and Hassan will ever be friends again. I don't see this shit happening. But I see that you have a point. In general, I agree with you to an extent, but maybe not in this situation.
For criticizing Hassan's terrorist clips and propaganda. Bro, are we on the same page here? Oh, what a glorious day to be me. Oh, yes, all the content.
He's gone so
I
extreme
think
that
this
he's
helps
passed
shed
all
light on the
boundaries,
situation,
you know?
honestly.
30 day, and I didn't
I don't
even
think
say
they'll be
Twitch is so
friends with
fucked.
him on the
Oh my god.
I
background.
didn't say. I didn't.
Maybe
30-day ban.
Asmon.
I mean, it was worth it to do this.
Maybe
just for
Asmon
this.
and
I agree
Hassan.
completely. I think your sacrifice is a
But
sacrifice
that's
I
ending
was
too.
willing to make.
I'm surprised that
Seems
they're this
to.
pathetic.
yeah, because
I
that's
genuinely am too.
that's a manual ban too, for sure. Like that's not automatic.
Yeah,
thing.
how can you decide?
Of course it's automatic. There are no automatic bans on Twitch. I actually know how the Twitch banning system works. I know
Ooh,
people that
that's
work at
interesting.
Twitch. There is no automatic bans on Twitch. Twitch is
Not to trust
always
these fake
done
dramas.
manually. Every ban on Twitch is a manual ban. as
Yeah, I
far as
don't think that
understand.
this is a
And then I'm
fake one though.
promoting.
Yeah.
Well, I thought it was going to get banned for just being spammy because
I never watch drama stuff, but this is absolutely serious, and I think it has to be talked about. Yeah.
it's a 1.5 hour video that's just playing on a loop.
That's not going to get you a ban. You're actually allowed to restream and loop videos on Twitch. This is a very, very known thing. I knew that someone was going to say this, so I'm glad he brought it up, that it's just spammy. It's
No,
just
it's not based on their beef. It's based on the fact that Hassan actually platforms a terrorist from the Houthis, and he fangirls him live on Twitch before like millions of people live. I don't know how many he has, like 40, 50k. The other day he had like 80k live, and he's radicalizing people, and that's dangerous. And the level of anti-Semitism that you have on this platform is beyond anything that I've seen on any social media. So it has to be talked about. I don't think that this is just like a beef between, you know, Ethan and Hassan. Maybe it started that way before this happened, but I've not watched videos about their relationship beforehand. And as a person who knows the historical conflict between Gaza and not just Gaza, but like the Palestinians and Israelis and the Jews, and I'm like informed about it, and I've seen the behavior of Twitch towards people from the second side of things that is not pro Hamas. This is an extremely important issue, and he's going against the TOS in such a blatant non-human respecting way, like literally laughing at the babies' coffins that were, I don't have the words for it because I'm gonna start crying, but like, yeah, I don't think that this is just like drama for money.
People looping shit. Well, turns out that is wrong, and I'll show you exactly why. So over here, as you can see, PewDiePie over here, it has a constant loop of his old videos. He's just he's not actually live. This is just infinite binge PewDiePie vids 24/7.
Isn't that against TOS, by the way? I didn't know you could do that.
PewDiePie loop, all right? And it's not just PewDiePie. He does not get any special treatment, obviously. A Trash Taste podcast has a fat 79 viewers right now watching Trash Taste Infinity. It is just replays of old Trash Taste episodes. Very excited for when Hasan comes on the Trash Taste podcast loop on Twitch. That'll hit different for real. But anyway, a lot of people do this shit where they just loop shit. So this whole argument about Ethan is just looping the content nuke and that's why he got banned, that's retarded, and it's obviously not true.
So it's not the looping.
Like, they could have just said that.
I genuinely
and like sidestepped any, having egg.
They just don't want Ethan to wake up the community of Twitch that is still radicalized by
the fact that me showing the content nuke on Twitch got me banned for 30 days. For
why are you looping? Why? NPC, hello.
Violence for showing a clip of what Hasan does.
Papi, hello.
He criticizes
How
a guy that showed violence on Twitch. And he got banned for the other guy's clip that he criticized.
I never watched him. I've only seen him on YouTube years ago.
On his stream and didn't get banned.
What
this is incredible.
Regularly on Twitch, unpunished. By the way, Hasan, who got banned for 1 day for saying kill a sitting elected official. What the fuck? They literally don't even care enough to hide it anymore. It's like just mad.
Bobby Fox!
They're just flaunting it. It's just mad.
Holy.
Oh, and the best thing is, that this is just gonna bring more shit down on Hasan. See, realistically, this is totally Twitch's fault. This isn't even Hasan's fault at all. I just love.
I am great today. Thank you for asking.
Caught in the crossfire of this, just for no reason at all. It makes me very happy.
I'm happy to be here with you guys.
Sympathizing company. Hasan is a terrorist sympathizer, also groomer, in my opinion. He's a groomer, a terrorist groomer. And my favorite part about all of this is the fact that Twitch's fuck up over here is putting more of a spotlight on how fucking awful
how is your March so far?
Hasan is right now getting fucked against his
will.
you
game? I do.
Hasan is 250.
I mostly game. From time to time we watch some videos, and I have not streamed in a whole week, which is strange, because I felt sick. So that's why we're doing like a watching videos stream today, but I usually game unless some real life oligarch, not a content creator, does something to coerce Twitch. Well, how do you think this is possible? I mean, Hasan is Cenk's nephew and his dad is like some billionaire or multimillionaire, and he is able to escape rules where other people get in trouble. I think that's exactly what's happening. It's just shady if nothing happens to Twitch or Twitch does nothing itself. To a point where they've lost so much money from advertisements and they still keep this going and nothing has changed. Not even, slightly dimmed the audacity of it.
50% raped in this current video. This is insanity.
So, I mean, wow, that's fucking mad.
Yeah, it is pretty fucking mad. I have to agree. Now, Asmon Gold, of course,
the anti-Semitism.
He gives like a 2-minute take, which is pretty great. Because
I think the more people that
talk about this, the better. The better for me personally. The Hasan gangbang keeps going. So as you can see here, Asmon Gold, who is up to date with the current trajectory of the Hasan is.
I love that Asmon started covering this as well.
He's here with me.
Asmon was like so tolerant toward Hasan for the longest time, and he didn't even like watch most of the stuff until the content nuke. And even with the content nuke, he took his time before he watched it. And then once he watched it, it was over.
Asmon Gold, I hate to break this news to you. You watching Hasan get fucked
you
so
beat
much.
it before the nerf.
You're a little,
good
little
for
bit
you.
gay
That must have been fun.
Okay, anyway.
Oh my god! It got banned for encouraging or glorifying extreme violence.
That's
wow.
That's Hasan's content that's on your platform.
Yep. baby! Yeah, baby! Oh, God, I'm so happy they unbanned Hasan just so I could bring season 2 of the Hasan is Fuck franchise to life.
He's gonna get to
encouraging
5,000% by this.
violence, inciting others to commit or participate
Speedy.
in violent acts that would cause death or extreme
crazy.
physical harm to a group
There's
of
just
people,
few things I
glorifying a
mentioned.
tragedy,
There's
a
one
violent
that
event,
Twitch won't
or the
like
parties responsible
That's okay,
for it.
don't get in
Content
trouble.
title, Content Nuke Rerun, and it's on stream
What
or
build
VOD.
did you
Yeah.
do,
Does it really
NPC?
prove that Hasan gets special treatment?
Of course he gets special
Sushi?
treatment. Even though Hasan, in his response video,
like
which I covered
sushi?
yesterday, by the way, Hasan does this entire thing where he basically, he sits there and cries victim how conservatives control the media and conservatives control everything.
It's
and
all
I'm
projection.
the oldest conservative and he's right.
It feels like
and the right
projection.
wing is okay, but I'm left wing. That's why I'm the victim. I'm the victim, guys. And meanwhile, Twitch is out
Oh,
here
sushi's
sucking
good.
Hasan's cock
Are you
while
hung- I
fondling his
am, a
balls
little
at the
bit.
same time.
Yeah, it does. This
I
is
haven't had good
ridiculous.
sushi in a
Ethan gets
while.
suspended for 30 days for playing a video, something
going
that was
good,
played
Timeless.
on Twitch.
Yeah.
But
Thank
the
you for
person
coming
who
back.
originally
Yeah.
played the video
Yeah.
never got in trouble
Yeah,
for it at
yeah.
all.
What are the
Bro,
plans
we
for
about
the
to have
rest
a
of your
Houthi
night,
rebel on
Timeless?
stream? Yes, brother. We love you too, man.
I love you. I love you.
Oh, that guy.
Look at that! Look at
On
that!
stream?
Ta-
Yes,
ta- ta-
brother. We love
He's a journalist. Please, this is how you conduct an interview with a terrorist.
Never
This
got
is
in
the
trouble for it,
professional
yeah.
way
Bro,
to
are we about to
do.
have a Houthi rebel on stream? Yes, brother. We love you too, man.
I love you. I love you.
Oh, that guy.
This
in
is not
case you're curious,
fangirling
this guy over
him.
Here, this guy
It's
is
a proper
terrorist that Hassan is
journalist
saying, "I love you" about.
interview.
This is a terrorist.
So much.
We think the Houthi.
A terrorist. You know who designated him
I
as a
should get some
terrorist?
sushi. I
Everyone!
should.
Everyone designated the Houthis as terrorists. This isn't just like
Maybe I'll take
Trump,
myself
Trump
on a
is
date
crashing out.
someday
Everyone
next week.
designated him as a terrorist.
Proper sushi.
He's Ansar Allah is doing
Lots of salmon.
what Houthi would do. Oh, you want to see a
Yeah.
Houthi musical? Sure.
I know there's. All right, so now these are the Houthis. Now you
I'm
might be
scared
confused.
to
Wait a
watch
second.
this
The
because
Houthis
what
do
if I get
Hitler
banned
salutes.
too?
They do Hitler salutes
Because
when they
of
talk about
Hassan's
wanting to kill
content.
Jews. As we all know, Hasan made 6 videos calling out Elon Musk for making Hitler salutes. There's no way
Yeah.
he's okay Hitler salutes when they're actually used to talk about killing Jews, right? Oh wait, never mind. I forgot that Jews were the
Yeah,
victims
the
of this
logic is
situation.
not
No, he's actually
logicking
okay
in
with it. Any
inside his
terrorist
mind.
organization
That's
that
fine.
has killing Jews and
Be
killing
safe.
Americans on the
I
list,
will.
that is a-okay for Hamas Piker.
Probably gonna
You
be
might not be able to
voting
read these signs because they're in
tonight shortly.
Arabic, but these signs all say,
What is
"Death
your friend
to
playing
Israel,
tonight?
Death to America, a curse upon the Jews." And this dude is showing off Houthi musicals and glazing them for their musical ability.
Yeah, he also said that 9/11 was well deserved, by the way.
Singing, but I'm seeing this guns and shit.
crazy.
This isn't a music video, Hassan. The most inbred. These inbred don't understand.
Yeah, no, that is a short clip of a compilation of Hasan calling Jews inbred for about 10 minutes. That was exaggerating. I think it was only like a 4-minute compilation of him calling Jews inbred.
Because also,
That
then
makes it
why
so much
didn't
better.
I get banned? Am I going to get a 30-day ban now? Because I watched the same video. This is concerning. If I get a 30-day ban,
I think
I
I've
might go
watched the
back to
same
season
video
of
as
Asmon.
well.
Like, I might actually fix my life if I have a 30-day ban.
Extreme violence for showing a clip
crazy.
of what Hassan does regularly on
Crazy,
Twitch
huh?
unpunished.
Dude, if
Don't
this
worry, guys,
doesn't
we're gonna be showing
ridiculize
another clip that
everybody
just
who's still
happens
asleep, I don't know
today
what will.
From his stream today, bro.
I'm gonna lurk, don't care too much for
By the
negativity of
way,
popular
Hassan,
stuff,
who
that's
got banned
okay.
one
Thank you
day
for the
saying
lurky.
kill a sitting elected official. What the fuck? They literally don't even care enough to hide it anymore. It's like
It's like when you give your friend the
Yeah,
math
that's
test,
mostly
and it's
not
like,
what I'm
get a
doing on
couple
stream.
wrong, so it doesn't look like we're cheating. If you want to have a bias,
We're
you have
currently
to at
playing
least
Kingdom
kind of
Come Deliverance,
pretend.
by the way.
Come on,
Right?
Twitch. Come on, Twitch. We know you suck his dick.
The
At least
first
don't
one.
film yourself giving him the blowjob.
What a fucking joke, man. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, crazy, huh?
That's so funny.
I agree personally. This is very funny. Infinite content jutsu. Domain expansion, more content. So now, in case you're curious, immediately after
Appeal
H3H3
denied.
got banned, he
Holy crap. This is crazy, chat.
actually submitted an appeal to, hey,
Why
I was
did they
banned
deny his
falsely.
appeal?
Maybe unban me. So now, the appeal immediately got denied.
This is
Your
so
account was
annoying.
suspended for encouraging or glorifying extreme violence. A member of our team has reviewed your appeal, and after taking a look at the details of your case, we have determined that your account will remain suspended due to the
Can you
violation
ban
of our
in a
community
minute?
guidelines.
If I open my mouth in politics?
Instantly denying the appeal. Now, this all goes to Twitter. Elon Musk gets involved, which I'll show you.
Here we
in a
go.
second. But
Here we
then,
go.
Suspiciously enough, after
Hopefully
Elon
change
gets
comes
involved,
here.
boom! Wow! Hello, H3H3. Your account was suspended or blocked due to a mistake on our part. We have now reversed the suspension.
Oh.
With 30-day suspension, right? We have now reversed the suspension on your account. You are free to use our service once again. Wow!
Also, they didn't ban
Ethan
him.
says, 99% sure, Hassan called Dan Clancy, told him to unban me because they made him look cartoonishly evil and dumb. The appeal was denied, stating that the member of the team had it thoroughly reviewed. Which is it? 24/7 content nuke resumes tomorrow. So, let's just come together for a second
He's
here.
streaming
Ethan
it
streams Hassan's
24/7.
video.
He's streaming the content nuke for Hassan 24/7 on a loop? Oh, this is epic. This is
Ethan
epic.
gets banned. Ethan applies for an appeal. The appeal gets denied. Elon gets involved. And then, all of a sudden, they unban him. He says it's because Hassan told them to unban him. Either way, Hassan is 250%.
It's
fucked, and I'm here for
ridiculous.
it, personally. So, anyway, this is Ethan reacting to
How did
him
we
getting
get
banned.
here?
Grums
Mass
says, this
psychosis?
double standard is not just unreal, it's surreal and makes no sense. Elon Musk responds, yeah. Amazon is gonna hear from this. Elon, if you're watching this video, bro, Elon, listen, homie. Listen, dog. Definitely check out the Hassan
Get
Piper's
involved.
200% fucked video in this franchise. I basically
Check
confirmed
where
and
his
proved that the
funds
guy's a
went.
terrorist, sympathizer, / endorser,
USA
/
much
supporter, /
not the same
radicalizing his
thing, but
audience.
maybe went to
So
the same
anyway,
people.
the double standard is not just unreal, it's surreal. Elon says, yeah. Someone tell
Just
Jeff
sleeping
Bezos
on
about
stream.
this. He's turning a goddamn blind eye. A blind eye. And now the craziest thing is, Elon didn't just respond once.
If I do a
Elon
just sleeping
responded
stream, it will
twice.
be a
Ethan
farting
Klein
stream,
gets a
you know
30-day
that.
ban on Twitch for playing Hassan content nuke. Seems like a lot of people need to be fired at Twitch. Elon Musk responds, 100%. Now,
Symphony
I
of
think we all know
farts.
that this is a reference to the Hassan is 100% fucked franchise. Obviously, there's no other way to interpret this. Infinite content.
I wonder what kind of new level
content jutsu.
of
Oh
low
my
Hassan
God,
needs to
listen,
go
Elon,
to in
what
order
can I
to
say?
get to
I don't even
300%.
I don't even care about people canceling you for your gaming skills. I honestly, can we all come together on this for a minute to recognize that terrorist sympathizers are in fact bad? Holy moly. Listen, Elon, I understand if you don't want to say you watch my videos, but bro, can you prove that he's 200% fucked by in the next time
Stream
you
all
drop him
borderline
200
contents while I
emojis?
sleep.
Listen, I'm telling you, that'll be even crazier. But anyway,
I
Elon
think when
makes
you stream
tweets about the whole Hassan shit.
something
My
that
guess is
you've
Hassan's
already
starting
done
to
when
shake,
you're not
'cause
live,
Elon
you
Musk,
have to
he's
like
kinda buddies with
mark
the
it
president of the United States.
in a
The president of
category
the
when
United
going.
States, who,
I've
by the
never
way, does
done
not,
that
in
before.
fact, endorse terrorism.
I wonder
And
if they
Hassan
still
actually
forward
does
your
endorse
video or your
terrorism.
live
In fact,
to the
in
same
fact, I can
amount
even show
of
this to
people.
you. And this is, I think, part of the reason why Hassan is terrified and why he's shitting himself on the daily. And I think this
Did
is
he come
gonna be
back
very
from
funny.
Japan,
I
by
made
the
a
way?
community
Is
post
he
about
back
this.
in the US?
Hassan had a tweet where they said that the DOJ, the Department of Justice, Anti-Semitism Task Force, we will put Hamas supporters in jail for years. Now, Hamas is a terrorist organization.
What did he
right?
write? America First Party is threatening to put people in jail for hurting Israel's feelings. Supporting Hamas is hurting Israel's feelings? Is that how you...
It's been a terrorist organization since
See it?
1997. They murder babies with their bare hands, okay?
Jesus
they murder people,
Christ.
they rape people, they film themselves murdering and raping people, okay? So, Hamas supporters are terrorist supporters. This isn't like people in the pro-Palestine movement or something like that. So then Hassan obviously shitting himself because he's a terrorist supporter, where he says, America First Party is
These
threatening to
people
put
are
people in
full
jail,
on
hurting Israel's
sadistic. I
feelings. Well, now,
literally
fuck this
watched like one of the interviewed hostages who's already free. She was talking to Trump and she was saying how she watched one of the people on the 7th of October got mutilated by a cutter. They literally cut off his arm and they were laughing at him. It's insane what these people went through. And for people to glaze that and to be like fangirling that, to me it's completely mental illness. It has to be a delusion. Or pure evil, unadulterated evil, and they know that they're evil and they're just choosing evil. Which one of the two is it?
Countryman, obviously terrified because, well, dude doesn't want to end up in jail for supporting terrorists. Now, let me make something clear. Hamas right now, as we speak, the terrorists, you know the terrorists? As we speak,
They're
they have an
threatening to
American
kill all
citizen
the...
as a hostage
Yep.
in Gaza that they are currently probably starving and torturing, that they have tortured for the last 500 days.
I think that the 24 left people that are still in being hostage I think they're in the worst conditions that we've seen so far. That's why they've not selected them for a release. They probably look the worst and they've experienced the worst. I think one of the boys there has like the cut arm, because I remember watching the videos from the bomb shelter, where they were like forcefully putting people inside of a pickup truck, and one of the guys had like his arm cut off, probably by like a, what do you call this? How do you call Rimon in English? You know, like the little lemon-like weapon that you throw and it just explodes. I forgot the word for that. He lost his arm and they took him. I think he's still held hostage, and there's probably people who are like properly mutilated there and looking terrible. And if they release those first, then there's going to be much higher retaliation than if they just keep them last, you know. Just notice something. Nook says Hamas as Hamas, like Ben Shapiro does. It's you're supposed to say it like that. It's like Hamas. It's something in the middle of H and K. You're right. That's the Hebrew chet sounds almost like you're trying to clear your throat. That's a proper
I'm not even talking
pronunciation.
about the Israelis that they have. But yes, America First is in fact fighting for the
It's a
citizens of
biblical
America
term, by the
that are
way.
hostages
That word is in the
under
Bible.
terrorist organizations. So yeah, Hassan is obviously
They
shaking
took it
about
from
this
there.
because he supports terrorists, as I've proven in this franchise. Now, before we actually get into what
This
Hassan said
franchise?
today, I wanted to show you this clip. This is Aiden Ross. Aiden Ross has been banned from Twitch for the last 2 years.
Is he involved in that
Aiden
drama
Ross,
already
he's
too?
had some edgy moments, for sure. He's had some edgy moments, but let's look into this for just a minute.
I don't count favors. I don't count anything from anybody. So if they probably feel some type of way from rapping me publicly, they might think they might get backlash for it or what it is. But it is what it is, bro. I'm a human being. If you speak to a lot of these streamers, chat, on a personal level, they've all had a personal conversation with me. You know what I mean? So I've had personal conversations with them. I've been fucked up, bro, these past couple weeks, bro. Be real. I've been pretty fucked up, sad, going through thoughts and moments. But it's like, why? Like, I already have so much, but it's like sometimes you just focus on what you don't have. And you know, I have an amazing community who, guys, again, you guys will keep fucking
Look at
siding
his
and
chat.
riding
This
for me,
is
which I
crazy.
appreciate, bro. And it's like, I just kind of like want everything open because at the end of the day, bro, like, fuck all this shit. Like, look at you guys saying boo hoo. Like, okay, cool. But at the end of the day, bro, I want what's best for people that, like, everybody, like literally everybody.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I don't count
So anyway,
favors.
so
I don't.
he's been banned on Twitch for the last 2 years. He hasn't been
What did he
unbanned.
get
now,
banned
the
for?
reason why he's been banned is because he had an unmonitored chat. Now,
What?
For those of you that don't speak Twitch, I will translate.
I remember those days, but like you can have Hassan's chat where everybody's glorifying Hamas in the chat, and they were literally calling for the death of the senator in chat after he like talked about it. They were calling people inbred, like full-on racist chat, and it's definitely not moderated. They were calling Ethan Klein a racist.
Unmonitored chat means nothing! Hassan called for the death of a United States senator and he got banned for a single day! Bro, in an unmonitored chat 2
And
years
he's
ago
still
and is still banned.
banned?
Now, there's
That's
an obvious difference between
insane.
Aiden Ross, the guy that streamed with Donald Trump, by the way, before his
Yeah, he
election.
did it on
That's this
Kick.
guy, in case you recognize him, but you don't know who he is. There's a major difference between Aiden Ross and Hassan. You see, Aiden Ross is Jewish. Now, I'm not saying that has anything to do with it. I'm not saying that Hassan, the guy that's on the stream supporting the terrorists that want to kill Jews, I'm not saying that has anything to do with it. But bro got banned for an unmonitored chat 2 years ago, never got unbanned, coincidentally is Jewish. Ethan Klein, coincidentally Jewish, also banned on Twitch. You know why? Banned on Twitch for showing Hassan content. That's kind of crazy how that, I'm not trying to come to any conclusions here.
I don't understand, why would you hold the streamer accountable for things that other people are saying? There's no way you can catch like every single message, especially if you have like thousands of people watching. Look at him. 39,000. No, that's different. That's not the live stream, that's on X. But like at the speed of his chat, I can only assume that he has like dozens of thousands of people watching. There's no
who else
way
got
his
banned by
moderators
Twitch?
can
'Cause
catch
as we know,
every
Twitch,
message.
their bans, they're a little wishy-washy. Listen, Twitch bans are wishy-washy. They banned Hasan for a single day when he called for the death of a United States senator. But hey, Hasan's not Jewish, so it was only a one-day ban. Now, Ethan got banned for showing Hasan's content. Aiden got banned for an unmonitored chat. You know who else got banned by Twitch? I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but you know who else got banned by Twitch? No, guess, seriously. It might have something to do with Jews. Any guesses? Any guesses for anyone else that got banned by Twitch? Oh, no guesses? All of Israel got banned by Twitch for
over a year.
And they only unbanned after literally people called them out. Only after Twitch was called out for this did they actually unban all of Israel.
A year and 2 weeks after the terrorist attack.
I'm not saying that any of this happened, all right? I'm not saying that there's something suspicious going on at Twitch at all. Now, Congressman Richie Torres is saying that when he submitted an appeal to Congress about how Daniel Clancy, the CEO at Twitch, as well as Hasan Piker are incredibly dangerous.
Oh
and I'm
my
very
God.
excited to see where this goes, personally.
This
This
happened?
is going to be very funny.
When did this
He wrote
happen?
an entire appeal to Congress about how this shit is dangerous. So who knows where this will go? I don't.
Who?
But it'll be funny. It will be funny, guys. How did they justify that ban? Oh, they said it was a mistake. They said originally that they banned Israel because there was a war going on, which is obviously bullshit because they never banned like Ukraine or Russia or the Congo or Yemen or anywhere else with a war.
And as far as I know, they banned the Israeli IPs right after the terrorist attack, so they didn't even ban them after dropping bombs on Gaza.
But then they said that it was a mistake that they banned all of Israel, and they forgot to unban them, which was proved wrong, because then there were leaked messages from their actual trust and safety team, where they were discussing how, fuck Israel.
Rajnik, you ever had like messages like that in your chat?
Anyway, to catch you up on Hasan, what he's been doing defending terrorists this time, I have to give you some context. So, because I do my research here for the Hasan Piker is 200+% fucked franchise. Hasan Piker is fucked.
The bannable messages.
Has all sorts of journalistic
the sort of
integrity.
things that can get the
President
streamer
Trump met with
banned.
8 released hostages from Gaza, listening to their heartbreaking stories. You know, they were tortured for 500 days. They expressed gratitude for his unwavering efforts to bring them and others home. Hamas's actions must have inflicted immense suffering, and the reign of terror must be stopped. So this was yesterday, for those of you unaware. This was yesterday.
Were you all taken on October 7th? Yes. So this was hell. It was the worst thing that
This man, the third man on the left, he lost his 2 daughters and his wife the same day they took him, and they never told him that his family members were dead. He literally lived, he survived to go out and see them, and he was telling everybody how he's excited and to go and see his family, and then he came back to Israel, and then there he learned that they literally slaughtered his wife and his 2 daughters. Imagine what this man has been through. This is so sadistic. If I feel something is political or sexist, I just delete it. That's what I told you earlier.
One of the days they handcuffed one of the boys that was with us, and when he came, and he brought a cutter, and he cut his hand and smiled. They used to eat in front of us while they starved us.
It's a miracle.
That you're living.
Yes.
I was kidnapped on 7 October. My wife and my 2 daughters being murdered.
Psychotherapy to Johnny so much.
Held in captivity 491 days.
We can give
I've
him
suffered there
an evaluation.
starvation,
I cannot give you
violence,
psychotherapy.
and humiliations daily. One time,
I can't even
they broke
watch
in my
his
ribs,
clips.
and it was so hurt that I couldn't breathe for 1 month. Thanks to President Trump, I'm a free man. I can hug my mother again. I can hug my brothers and
man is so
sisters.
strong,
I was moved 33 times, spent time in tunnels with no air to breathe, barely food, hardly any water, saw horrific torturing of hostages that I spent time with, and I am so grateful and thankful to be here because of President Trump and the administration.
With my charms.
So awful.
As you know, they're all being released right now. We have so many hostages just waiting for being released.
My little brother, it's still in there.
My family and I myself, we believe you've been sent by God to release them.
We think they can get out thanks to you.
Yes. We are here because of you.
We're alive and free people because of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
That's unbelievable. What a story. I've never had anything like this. I mean, I've saved a lot of people, but I've never seen anything like this where you lived under those
Right, just
conditions.
Nikki, maybe God can fix him.
Not even believable.
Thank you.
We'll get him out.
So this was posted by the actual White
Is
House.
he in Korea, by the way? Where is he?
It's heart-wrenching even hearing them talk about this, but the craziest part, for me personally, not only, like, I'm used to terrorism.
There's
like, that's a
crazier
thing that
than
happens,
this.
But this is the wild part. For me, this is the weird part. Like, for me, the weird part is that Twitch has a platform where, you know, Hamas Piker seems to approve this shit. Like, it's mind-boggling that Hassan supports the fucking terrorists
the
that did
reason
this to these
we're
people.
here for
He
this
genuinely
video.
does. And by the way, they're Americans also.
Imagine watching these things and then going about your business on stream and being like, no, the terrorist organization shouldn't actually release these people.
Like, obviously, there are Israelis that
What kind of a
that
twist do
being
you have to
tortured,
have in
but
your
there are
brain?
Americans too. Like, these are terrorists that are anti-Israel, anti-Jew, and anti-America in general. Like Hassan literally goes on his stream to talk about how they
I literally thought about you like 45 seconds ago. How are you doing?
that, but they love
Welcome.
their captors. They all love their captors,
Happy
and he brought that up
Friday.
so many times. They didn't, okay?
How you doing?
Obviously. And, you know, they come here thinking Trump with, like, which I
We're
think
here
is
with the
very
drama
wholesome,
today.
that, you know, they come here to
Something
thank Trump
big
and
is
stuff,
gonna
and Trump
happen and I
absolutely
don't
did
know
help
what
a
it
lot
is,
in
but
regards to
Twitch
getting
is
him
in
out.
danger.
Now, yeah, I'm showing this to you for context for the Hassan.
They better
thing,
fix
okay?
it.
Because you have to see how he
Asmon
covered the
giving
story
hot
on his
takes
stream.
on Johnny right now. Oh, that's
So
what he's
then
doing.
Trump makes this tweet because any person with normal human decency
Cowboy drama,
will
yes.
think this is the most horrible thing in the world.
Hassan
now,
drama.
laughs at
Hamas
corpses of
biker
babies
drama.
that are paraded around. Donald Trump has a slightly different take. Shalom Hamas means hello and
goodbye.
You can choose. Release all of the hostages now, not later. Immediately return all
The
the
way
dead
he
bodies
does
of the
the
people you murdered, or it is
Trump
over
voice
for
is
you.
so funny.
Only sick and twisted people keep bodies, and you are sick and twisted. I am sending Israel everything it needs to finish the job. Not a single Hamas member will be safe if you don't do as I say. Holy fuck. I have just met with your former hostages whose lives you have destroyed. This is your last warning. For the leadership, now's the time to leave Gaza
Sorry, I
while
didn't
you
see the
still have a
quality was
chance.
so
Also
low.
to the people of Gaza, a beautiful future awaits, but not if you are
Beautiful
hostages.
future.
If you do, you are dead. Make a smart decision. Release the hostages now, or there will be hell to pay.
Let my
later.
people go,
Donald
bitches.
J. Trump. Trump is pissed. Trump is officially pissed. 100% pissed, and Hamas is 100% cooked. This is your last warning or something. Now,
Before stream,
obviously-
I saw a video where it was from the news, some Australian or Indian news, I can't remember. They were saying that Hamas was rejecting the offer of Trump, so something big's gonna happen, and it's
You're
gonna be
people
bloody.
being like, "What does this do for America, Mr. MAGA Trump?" Meanwhile, there's literally an American hostage
Yeah.
currently in Gaza, which is
And he's
insane.
been there for, like-
But anyway, yeah, bro makes a crazy threat. Now
Over
Hassan
500
does not
days
react
already.
to this clip in the White House of the people talking about they're surviving. Obviously, Hassan instead just skips to this, where he basically says. He's mad that he was Zelensky. Oh, I'm glad you brought up Zelensky, because Hassan said Trump is bought by Israel, which is why he's mad about the terrorists. Because the terrorists, they're the good guys. So Trump is just bought by Israel. Now, you see, Trump should have treated Israel like he treated Zelensky, but he's not. Get lock in, guys. Lock in. Terrorist sympathizer has things to say.
Donald Trump coming out and saying unhinged ass bullshit about
What I just read you, that was described eloquently as unhinged ass bullshit.
Hamas. He has one speed only, and it's just he has one speed and one speed only, which is to constantly blame.
I'm sorry, but I don't watch Hassan, but is like 90% of his content just like offensive words? Because I feel like every time you watch a clip from him, it's either him offending somebody from chat who opposed his opinion, or he's just like offending government officials. That's all I see him say, like, or laughing at rapes or baby bodies.
Blame Hamas, even when
They're terrorists. They're terrorists that kidnapped innocent people, that tortured innocent people. They tortured and kidnapped and raped and murdered innocent people. Yes, they're the bad guys. They're terrorists. They're defined as terrorists by every country in the world, okay? Aside from, every Western country at least. Like, dog, I can't believe Donald Trump is just gonna blame Hamas. Yeah, they're evil, true.
Israel is the one who is ruining the talks.
Israel's the bad guy, says Hamas Piker. I cannot believe this.
How are they the ones who are ruining the talks when they had an agreement with a terrorist organization, which are we even supposed to negotiate with them, to bring back 4 dead bodies of a mother, 2 of her baby boys, and an elderly man that is not related to this family. They brought up the 2 boys in 2 coffins. They were locked. They didn't deliver the keys for the coffins. They switched the names and the bodies from the 2 coffins of the toddler 9 or 10-month-old baby boy and the 3-year-old brother. Then, in the coffin of the mother, that was also locked and didn't have a key, they put a random Palestinian woman's dead body, and they didn't deliver Shiri's body. It was still back in Gaza. And the other man's body was properly in his coffin. Like, and then they say that they've committed to the rules of the delivery of the bodies, but they didn't. And they were only ready to bring back Shiri's body after the DNA test in Israel and after like complete outrage from everybody. Like, this is not just glazing terrorism, this is completely psychologically abusing the whole people there, because like they're all so suffering and connected. They're literally just 7 million Jews in that place, and they literally feel like they've been hurt as one. It wasn't just something that was done to your neighbor and it didn't happen to you. Like, the whole atmosphere in this country is like everybody's hurt and affected by this. So imagine doing that to a family. And literally their dad, the husband, was released some days or weeks before the release of the bodies, and he didn't even know if they were living or dead. And now they blame Israel.
Israel is the bad guy.
Uh-oh, the
He
terrorist lover
bangs
is
on it.
crying.
All right, so someone in the chat
For
said,
sure.
"Uh-oh, the terrorist lover
Sometimes,
is crying."
you know,
Is ruining-
sometimes when he says these really, really cruel, cold things, I catch a smirk on his face and I'm like, he knows what he's saying, right? He knows that he's saying lies. It's...
The talks.
It makes me question if he does it for the
I am
rage
not crying.
bait
This
or...
is.
I am not crying, says the crying terrorist lover.
I mean, if you're calling me a lover, I suspect that you probably think that, you know, America is a good country, is a
That's the response.
powerful country.
Who would
All
call
right,
you a
so
lover?
the response. If you think that I am crying by supporting terrorists, you must think America's a good country. Got him. Destroyed. True anti-Americanism, the ultimate shield. How could you criticize me when I hate America more than you? God damn it. Now, the funniest part is, dude, I have to play this again because there are 2 parts to his response that are both equally bad. All right? Pay attention to if he denies the allegations of being a terrorist lover.
crying. This is Ox. Uh-oh, the terrorist lover is crying.
All right, so the chatter says the terrorist lover is crying. His response is,
No, I'm not crying.
He doesn't say he's not a terrorist.
No way! This is so bad! This is so
Lover. He just
low!
says he's not crying. Because you see, the thing is, he knows exactly what he is.
To him, crying is worse than being a terrorist supporter. Literally.
He knows what he is, and he's 250% fucked. The terrorist lover is crying. I'm not crying. He doesn't say he's not a terrorist lover, because, you know, he is.
This is, I mean, if you are...
I
if you're
think
calling
he's a
me lover, I suspect that
narcissist.
you
I don't think
probably
he's a
that,
psychopath.
you
I
know,
think he's
America
a
is good country.
You call
narcissistic
me a
personality
terrorist lover? Well,
disorder.
you must think America's good.
Little
Damn,
dude.
Good comeback.
Powerful country.
That flew by you. He does this every single time. Like when I said earlier that I have watched hundreds of hours
not
of his
crying,
streams for
you
research
are.
for my videos. Okay, and I kid you not, not even joking. He never condemns terrorists.
Yeah.
Never.
He doesn't
like,
even...
dude, it would be the easiest
Does
thing in
he
the world
even
to
call
just be
them
like,
terrorists?
yeah. So, just to be clear, I am condemning the terrorists, but also bullshit, spinning shit, whatever. He doesn't even do that.
Blah, 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 right? And if that's your attitude, then how do you not see your glorious president, the Great White Hope, getting absolutely cucked by Israel like this?
That's his take. If you're really American, why aren't you upset that Trump is getting cucked by Israel? What? You mean by threatening terrorists? Truly cucked by Israel to the greatest degree.
Clearly, there is an interest from even the Trump administration to try to pack this stuff up to the
Yeah, no shit.
best of their ability, but they want to do it quietly and Israel is doing Israel shit, which is voluntarily trying to nuke any kind of ceasefire.
Does he realize how stupid he sounds? Because, like, if Israel really wanted to nuke anything, on the 8th of October, there wouldn't have been anything. If Israel wanted to do that, they have the power to do that. They didn't want to do that, so they didn't do that. It doesn't make sense what he's saying.
Negotiations.
Now, the irony here is that he is so focused on Israel bad, he can't even properly quantify his level of Trump bad. He has to keep jumping back and forth and back and forth. Now, I want to tell you something very funny. All right, Trump wants Israel, in my opinion, based on what I have heard Trump say. I think Trump wants Israel to just wipe out Gaza. He wants to just wipe out Gaza. Israel, I think, is less intense than Trump wants them to be. To be honest, that's just my analysis of what Trump has said constantly. You know, he gives an ultimatum. He says there will be hell to pay. I'll let Israel do whatever they want. That's what Trump's been saying the entire time.
It's a chess game.
Trump wants that to happen, in my opinion. Just be real. Like, let's just put the play.
Yeah, that's the joke on it, Logan. Like, that's the delusion of it. While he's saying these things, he probably thinks that he's the smartest person in the room and he's getting away with everything and he's making the most sense, but it's so ridiculous. And to him, like, he's up here and everybody else is down here. So when people criticize him, he always like goes into like personal attacks. And he thinks that he's above them, which is crazy. Lol, quietly, does he really think he's going to be the case?
Playing field here, just even out the playing field a little bit.
Quietly.
When Japan bombed Pearl Harbor, America's response was 2 nuclear bombs in Japan. Okay? All right? So just trying to put this clear here. That was the American response. What would Trump's response be if 100,000 terrorists jumped over the Mexican border, murdered 40,000 people in Texas, and took another 10,000 people hostage? What do you think Trump's response would really be? Like, let's be real here just for a second, because that's the equivalent of basically what happened in Israel on October 7th. So, let's, like, to be honest. Now, the thing is, he so badly wants to say Trump bad. He so badly wants to say Israel bad that he'll say Trump is cucked by Israel because Israel really wants Trump to do, and he'll just go back and forth and back and forth.
By leaking these backdoor
he's
conversations
getting
that are supposed to be
lost.
kept private. Under different circumstances, I think Donald Trump would be infinitely more angry at Israel doing such things than Zelensky.
What? This is the most retarded
You think he's
take of
smart?
all time. Just because
Hold
he
on,
wants to say,
let me
he
read
wants
your
to virtue
message.
signal and say Ukraine
Let
good.
me read. That makes him seem weak to me if he gets bothered that easily. Yeah. By the second, like the moment somebody criticizes his take, they're not even criticizing him. And this is what's called narcissistic rage. They take everything as criticism to their like being. It's almost like if you have a bad thought or a bad take, they take it as in I am bad, not I just said something stupid. I am stupid. And he takes it in, and that's why he like obliterates the person back with everything that he has, like full artillery. Because he takes it as like an attack on himself. Not gonna lie, Hassan is pretty smart, knowing that people realizes he's dumb and he's still criticizing him, which allows him to make even more rage content, is only making him richer. I think Nox is doing the drama for money, but Hassan
Israel
lost
bad.
so much
Zelensky
money
got $350 billion
because
from
now
America.
he streams without
is
ads.
An unbelievably unappreciative individual comes to the White House under false pretenses of a mineral deal, while just basically using that as an opportunity to cry in front of the press about how they need to go to endless war, literally
without wearing a suit.
Peace deal negotiations between Russia and Ukraine.
We
Trump
cannot,
gets mad,
we cannot forget
in my
this
opinion,
little
reasonably.
detail.
All right,
That
no,
was the
it
most
knows that.
important detail of the
And
whole
mostly
talk.
because Russia would win
Why
the
are
war
you not
against
wearing
Ukraine,
a suit?
unless there was a massive world war that
Do you not have one
Now,
suit?
the
Do you
thing is,
own a suit?
Israel has the weapons to wipe out Gaza.
Do you know where to buy a suit?
Now, they could have wiped out Gaza a very long time ago if they actually wanted
The day
to.
after.
Believe it or not, despite
The
what you
day
see
after.
on television, Israel is trying to wipe out Hamas and also trying to limit as many casualties as possible, civilian casualties as possible. Obviously, a lot of civilians did definitely die, but they've been doing this war for the last year and a half when they have they have nukes. All right?
They could have just released the hostages.
You know, but you know, they're trying to get their hostages out and stuff like that.
That could have been a thing that would have shortened the war.
Unbelievably drastic because Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of Israel, constantly releases thank you videos to Donald Trump expressing his gratitude, whereas Zelensky is an unbelievably insufferable, entitled person to all the money in America. This is the most obvious contrast in the world, but because Hassan is so ideologically captured in every possible way.
I also found it weird that they shot and showed us the whole conversation. Usually when there's conversations like that, they do it outside of camera or they shoot it for them. I don't know. They don't like show it in front of the masses. It was really weird to me. They showed everything. Thank God I got approved to get out of work in 20 minutes. Yes, let's go. What is the plan for the rest of the day, evening? Early start to the weekend, yes.
Every possible way, he needs to sit there and say, Israel bad, Trump bad, Israel bad, Zelensky good, Ukraine good, how dare he?
Also, didn't he side with Russia like just 2 weeks ago? Is he now pro-Ukraine?
This is a million times more disrespectful than what Zelensky has done.
Taking a little break from the computer before gaming noise. What are you
Zelensky's
gonna
done
play?
nothing that was disrespectful, if we're being real.
All right, well, being real, I watched the fucking interview. I have
He's
a video about
being
it on my
real is
channel if you
very
want to
good.
see, but that's crazy.
Okay? The dynamic is very different, and everything that Trump has said about Zelensky and about Ukraine, and everything that Trump has done about Zelensky and Ukraine is unironically what he should be doing about Israel.
Now, the irony is, this makes absolutely no sense, because Ukraine and Israel are literally like unbelievably different situations. The reason why Israel didn't wipe out Hamas by now is because Hamas
Oh, the steel
stores
rising
all of their
again.
weapons
Nice.
in
Yeah, I see the
hospitals
game.
and in
Screenshots.
daycares
Looks nice.
using human shields and shit. And Ukraine is literally losing a war that can only be won if it becomes a world war, where American troops end up on the ground and planes end up in the air. Like, these are such unbelievably different situations, and he will just sit there and be like, terrorists good, Trump bad, terrorists good.
But he won't do it. He won't do it because he is a... Anyway.
And they cut out that.
Imagine if Russia and Ukraine come to peace. Who is gonna Hassan side with? What is he gonna be doing content of? Think of a global scale. Nux makes one video, which gives Nux some money. And then 100 like Nux makes similar videos. But they don't make money because it's very, very hard to get monetized on YouTube. The topic is the same. It's Hassan. So who's getting popular? He's not. He's getting anti-popular though. That's my take. He's getting hate points, not love points. Negative publicity is I agree. But that's probably in case of like you have no popularity and then you like gain a bunch of popularity with a negative news and then you get into the public eye. Hassan has been in the public eye for a while, and lately, in the last half a year or so, and maybe for some people longer, he's been getting less and less popular. I don't know if he's lost any followers, but a lot of people don't like him, especially in the last like weeks. So I don't know how many followers he's getting. I don't think he's getting any. And he literally always bitches about how Asmon is a bigger streamer than him and how he's getting more views than him and always comparing himself, which is really weird to see and probably means that he's not getting what he wants to get from the public. Did you finish Elden Ring? I did! It was very fun. Her hair looks nice. Thank you. I like my hair that way too. I've been wondering if maybe I should dye it a different color for a while now. We'll see.
That part from the video. I don't know what he said there, I'm sure he only has
Just
nice
get more
things to say,
viewers
but
now,
this is
Asmon,
how
but-
his video is cut.
Israel.
true.
But
But he won't do it. He won't do it because he is a.
And then that part is cut out. Anyway, only God knows what Hasan said in that moment. Only Hasan and his terrorist sympathizer chat knows what was truly said.
Imagine if Hasan disabled his VODs. People would have to watch his streams to get the clips of these unhinged things that he says. If I were him, I would be smarter that way, you know? I wouldn't leave the VODs open for evidence. Watch me to get the stuff, you know?
About Donald Trump in that time.
Nice,
But the
nice.
crazy
What are you
thing
playing
is,
these
bro
days,
gets unbanned,
Gio?
literally unbanned, and a day later, imagine being so brazen to publicly defend the hostage taking. And to be
Yeah.
honest, that's pretty crazy.
I feel like the more forgiveness he gets, the worse he becomes. Yeah, just like a classical narcissist. I'd vote for no change on hair color. Oh
so
yeah.
much for being here. Hassan is 250%
What if it goes white?
fucked. I have
Demon
done the
Souls
math,
and
and that is
Bloodborne.
basically my conclusion. Definitely subscribe for upcoming entries.
Definitely
in the series. We will
subscribe to
increase the
Nux.
fuck
He's
meter
awesome.
by how fucked he is. All right, I have integrity in my journalism. Okay, according to my math, he's
He has
250%
integrity in
fucked.
his
Who
journal.
knows? What
It's
next
real
time will be? If it's
journalism.
only